draft tonight, but I want to focus on other game modes. Come hang out. Okay, so that should be that. We can pause you, because I don't need like 4 instances of this being on my side. You come here. I'm just going to use the same thumbnail for now, because I don't have a better thing to do. And Magic Gathering Arena. Okay. I think that's everything. Durs, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. So I would say that today, hi, hey, hello, we are going to primarily focus on like other game modes that Magic the Gathering Arena has. That's really for no other reason than like I just don't think I can keep playing arena draft and almost pulling my hair out. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try this. This event will be you will be rewarded based on your current number of wins. I don't understand. Okay, I didn't get any special rewards, so I'm guessing you just can do this to get your 1 card, like a season or something. We might do more of that. I do want to see what else is in the store, though. It seems so loud. What is this? Oh, it's a card back. How do I set card back stuff? So I have I've got this guy, right?
Yes. I will fight for my friends.
That's wild. I don't think I have any companions. Nope. I have no new emotes, so whatever on that. I guess I'll just do what is color challenge? Oh, that's the tutorial. Okay. Cube draft. Phantom Bot draft. I think Phantom Bot is the name of this week event is Modern Horizon 3 bot draft. Select 1 card at a time from rotating draft picks against AI with no waiting and no pick timers. Add basic lands to make a 40-card deck and play against other players as much as you want. As much as you want. This event is Phantom cards you draft are not added to your collection. Oh. Well, why even bother? I kind of wish it was a different, like, thing to quick draft. Isn't there like also like a starter deck thing? Starter deck duel, yeah. Welcome to Starter Deck Duel, a pre-constructed event where you choose one of 10 two-color starter decks to battle other players. If you win with your chosen deck, it will be added to your collection to play in places like Spark Rank. Event has no entry fee, so try out as many decks as you like until you find the two colors that speak to you. Then you can upgrade it and make it yours for the battles to come. Win 3 games to continue mastering your Spark. So we have these decks. So a dinosaur deck. This is a mount deck, I'm guessing. Yeah, these are all mounts. I know what, like, some of these cards do. Untap it is wild. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Exile enchanted creature. Damn. I don't really like that card, but whatever. Loyal Steed. Attacks while saddled at the end of combat. Exile it and up to one creature. Exile it and up to one creature that saddled this turn. Then return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. Okay. Outlaw Posse is probably a crime deck. Doesn't look like there's a lot of crimes. I just like don't really feel like reading through all these decks, so maybe we just like try the starter deck challenge with like one of the decks that we do know and just see what people do. No, maybe I picked Dinosaur Might actually. I don't have any dinosaur cards. I mean, it does kind of look like it's just an Unga Bunga deck. Just with no 1-drop. Attacks or blocks while you control a dinosaur. It's +1/+1. Creature gets +3/+3. You may pay 2 if you do. Target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. That's a really good ability. Okay. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase. I know I'm not doing a lot of talking. I just am like trying to like soak in what these cards actually do. Okay. Can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. That's wild. It's not even that big, but okay. Enter the battlefield, discover 5. Exile a card from the top of your deck until you exile a land card with mana cost 5 or less. You may cast it without playing its mana cost. Okay. It deals... Okay. Discard it, and it deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And there's the battlefield, scry 2. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. That could be game-changing. And there's the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur you control is really good. And then this thing is enter the battlefield, put any number of creature cards. Okay, so this is really just like get a crap ton of mana and go for your late game. Sure. Let's go for some dinos. Alright, I'm going first and I have 4 lands. That probably is fine. It means I can actually play this thing. I'm sorry, I have 3 lands. That's still fine. Oh, man. You know, I'll be honest, I've been getting super tired. I've been trying to do some caloric deficiting and cutting a ton of calories in your late 20s really doesn't feel as rewarding as it does in your early 20s. I don't know how else to describe that one. Yeah, it still sounds so loud. Might as well just do this. It did say a basic land, and we have another mountain. Let's get some more of that. Okay, now that I turn the volume down, there's no music. Actually, I'm still fine on the mountains. Turn another non-target creature current you control to its owner's hand if you do scry 2. Well, I'm not doing the discard. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add 2 wild. When I develop this, I can do this, and when I go to attack, I can draw a card with this. So, there is that. I will need to, Okay, well. Clearly, opponent didn't understand how ward works. Which is fine, because I also have, messed that up before. Honestly, I feel like I like this hand. Boom. We are probably fine to go for this Blackwood or Backwoods next turn. Ideally, I think I should have done the draw first and then played the unit, just so I'd have a better idea of what I'm gonna get. Sick. Alright, sick. I get one card. Awesome. I'm gonna grab a thingy while I wait for this to load. Four lands. And a unit. Some removal. And this is kind of worthless, but opponent's going first. Okay, let's send him back. Doesn't even help me get over it. I'm gonna say you saddle it so its effect goes off. I don't need a block. Okay. That is... That's pretty good. That's a lot of card draw. I can do literally nothing right now, which is great. We can finally trade into this thing. Finally get this thing out of here. Cool. I don't know, man. Other than like the one unit that has ward, I don't know how this deck does anything against this. It feels really one-sided at the moment. This honestly just feels like a go next angle, because I really don't know how I continue to play this game. Opponent thinks it's the draft. Yeah, I know. At this rate, huh? How you doing today, Sub Fourth Squad? But yeah, like, not a whole lot I can do in this position. This is the starter deck duel. So I'm just kind of doing this just to get the like reward for the dinosaur deck or whatever. Yeah. This is looking pretty Jover. Genuinely don't know how I would, continue this game, but I don't know. I didn't, like, make the deck. It's a stupid starter deck, so I'm not, like, beaten up about it or anything. I mean, I'm just dead anyway, right? Did you play the Mod Week event? I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna guess no. It's gonna be, like, impossible to get these 3 wins, isn't it? The midweek event. I also don't know what that is, so no, probably not. What is this? It's a free weekly event that is different from week to week. I'll take a look at it then after this. I genuinely hadn't heard of it. This week is MH3 draft. Thomas, I won't have a way to play this. But it's not like I have no other plays. Gotta get 3 wins, unlimited attempts, and get a couple rares and a cosmetic item. Oh, is that the bot draft thing? We could use a combat trick. Gives me a good amount of mana, so there's really no reason to. Dinosaur gnome. Monstrosity. So we can go for drawing too. Actually, no. I should go for Menace on this thing. That's probably the best option. They have to sacrifice 2. I don't think they can sacrifice 3. But just in case they can. Fanatical Strength. Hit. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Or I could give this thing Trample. Just more to, done something. The 2 fruit tokens, no 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your... We're gonna play this one, I think. Alright, I'm going to just attack him with everything. I'm in pretty good shape even if they turn around and attack him with everything next turn. This thing has haste though. I should probably do that next turn. When I have more mana to spend on it. I think that this thing has menace, so they can't just like value block. They're actually choosing to do that. Okay, well... We're gonna leave that there. But then, bring this thing up to 8. Or I could just let this thing... Well, yeah, I mean, this gives trample. The 7/7 again? Well, no, I mean, they weren't at 10 health, right? I think I have a creature that has some reach. I do have a way to end this game next turn. $12. I mean, they could start sacrificing their food. Like, they literally have health just on the table here. Menace again? Yeah. For next turn. Invasion of Fiora. Alright, we have one more win that we need to do with to get this sack or whatever. I don't know what the sack is, but supposedly it's a cosmetic item, so... Oh, is my camera like super low frame rate again? Hold on. We'll fix it. We're going first, and we have like really no playable cards, but okay. I don't know why it's frozen like that. We'll figure that out in a minute. Midweek is same reward format as that. The event changes every week, though. Gotcha. Maybe I need to leave it unplugged longer. Or maybe I just need to go deactivate it. Okay, there we go. Well, we're still not gonna do that. Alright, sick. I have no lands now. The opposite problem that I had last week. Like, I have a playable card. I just don't think it's, like, something I want to be doing. Not unless I have, like, one more mana. Played it today, took 4 to 5 games before I got first finished. Nice. Almost said forget it. Oh yeah, no, trust me, I get super tilted with stuff like that easily. So I know the feeling. Explore. Really attack card, you gotta put that card into your hand if it's a land. Otherwise, put 1/1 counter on this creature. Got it. I don't think I want to give this thing Malice. Or Menace. Well, this will deal 3 damage. I guess I do this and we just kill this thing. If they want to trade this in, that's their choice. I guess now I kind of... Does it have Vigilance? It does, okay. I think I kind of have to just give it Malice. Unless I want to just, like, do these things this turn. This is gonna be a problem. I think they can play it this turn too. Target you control explorers activate only as a sword. Damn, but like, yeah, we might be in that situation that you were in, Farquaad, because I'm almost at my wit's end if I lose this one. Aldo, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I mean, look, if they're just gonna keep eating 2 damage, I think I have to just count my losses and be okay with that. Bonnie Pal. Enter the battlefield to create a legendary Ox token with are equal to the number of lands you control. Whenever you attack, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your graveyard, from your hand or graveyard into the battlefield. Well, I definitely need more mana. This raptor would be almost better than a singular land. If I could play this, I think we take it, but I can't. Damn, 12 damage. That'd be lethal if I had attacked. This seems really strong for 4 mana. Just getting 2 lands from your deck and just immediately putting them on the board. Yeah, I got a little screwed on the mana there, which is a problem. If my next top deck isn't like something amazing, which I mean, I'm at 4 mana, so I don't really know what I could possibly top deck. But we'll at least take a look at it. It doesn't really change my stance on anything right now. Unfortunately. I just need to win one more game. And then we get whatever this thing is. Mystery Cosmetic. That could be cool. Or it could be dog shit. I don't know. I just want it. It's something to work towards. Okay, 2 lands. But, a way to search for lands. I mean, well, I can't actually play this. I feel like this is an unplayable hand. I think I have to mulligan. This is much better. I don't think this thing's realistic. guess let's usually a card style, sometimes a sleeve. I don't know if they're ever anything else. A card style or a sleeve. It's still kind of cool. Let's play the thing that I actually have like hopes of playing within the next few turns. As cool as this card is. Like I think if this was to discard them, it'd be one thing. But since they're still in the deck, just at the bottom, it's like kind of fine. Burning Sun Cavalry. And someone else playing this deck. Damn. So this is a dinosaur card, which this thing is not. Honestly, if you want to trade your 2/2 into this thing. No, actually, you know what? Let's just keep the threat of this thing being here. It does seem like a good card, especially with the deserts. Are deserts good in the actual meta? Like the actual, like, meta game of this game? Sick. Oh, what is this? I can touch gooey shit. They're pretty good. Okay. I have no mana and one card in hand. So I think we're just gonna attack him with everything again. And whatever they try to block this thing with, we're just gonna trample. There we go. That's cool that it does that. I mean, I guess I just do this again, yeah. Just keep getting rid of their board. Actually, no, let's play this thing first, and then keep this as, like, a potential threat later. So these are both going to be 3/3s. Which means they can trade into one of them. I mean, technically they can trade into both of them. But then they have a 2/3 to my 5/4. I don't think they had mana to do this. Okay. Sure. Alright, sick. That's our win. So now I can, like, stop playing this mode, right? Oh, that's really cool. What is that? Legendary creature. Is this the Lord of the Rings set? Queen Alenel of Ruadash. Power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. If you control one or more creature tokens, if one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a 1/1 white soldier are created instead. I don't understand. But okay. So I don't need to keep playing the Dino deck, right? Can I, like, pick a different deck? Like, I don't know how this works. If you win your chosen deck, it will be... With your chosen deck, it will be added to your collection to play in places like Spark Rank. It's kind of looking like I have all of them. Like, am I crazy for that? It looks like I own all the starter decks. How many are here? Actually, it looks like I have a few more than... Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? We're going to... screen capture this so I can see afterwards. When I come back to here. So let's see. Ancient Discovery, Crack the Case, Desert Oasis, Dynamite, Fairy, Pranks, Outlaw Posse, Power to the People, Saddle Up, Second Chance, and Snack Time, which means that Large and In Charge and Aerial Dominance are decks, and Cold-Blooded Killers, and Goblins Everywhere. Now, I don't know if those are, like... That's cool. I don't know what the orb is. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand. Those are from Color Challenge, I think. Got it. I really wish I understood what was happening. Oh, I guess I picked this thing. Alright. Sick. I got that. Oh, this is what those orbs are for? Those orbs let you pick something here, and then you can progress to, like, this. Oh, okay. So there's actually, like, nothing, like, significant here. It's just, like, a card and a sleeve. Got it. And you get 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of the 5. You only get 5 of those orbs if you don't pay for the thingy. That doesn't seem very worth it. That doesn't seem very worth it at all, but who am I to judge? This is what you were saying was the midweek challenge? Is this thing? Midweek magic? God, I'm so hungry. Like, I wonder if I genuinely didn't eat enough on my lunch today. I thought my lunch was gonna be, like, close to, 1,000 calories, but I'm now starting to doubt that. I don't want a cave. Oop. Oop. These two don't have noses. I don't really want to do a draft right now, though. Okay, so I just, like, own the starter decks, despite this thing saying I had to, like, actually play the game mode. If free attempt at drafting and play Modern Horizon 3, of those, if those pique your interest. Well, they sort of pique my interest, but it says in here that it doesn't let you keep the cards after. Like, you're not allowed to keep them after the fact. I'd almost rather do, like, another jump in, because jump in lets you keep the cards that you do, and I have 5 more tokens for it. Oh, I see what you're saying about the color challenge. I am noticing now that all the ones that I said that weren't from the thing I was doing are monocolored. There's not a whole lot of, like, options of game modes. I guess I'll do another jump in. And we'll just, like, try to pick, like, really different things from what I had before. Testament Bearer. When Testament Bearer dies, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. A 4/1. Whenever another fairy enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. I could see there being synergy there. Toxic 1. Oh god, I don't know if I want to combine Toxic with something that's not Toxic. Alright, we'll do this. Cutthroat Fairies. What do we got? Pay 1, sacrifice this, draw a card. Or pay 3, sacrifice this, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, draw a card, activate only as a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, pay 4 or sacrifice an artifact or creature. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. That's okay. I can see, like, what the planeswalker half would be good. Battlefield, surveil, 3 mana, exile it. From your graveyard, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Vat of Rebirth. Whenever another artifact or creature you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter or Vat of Rebirth Put an oil counter on Vat of Rebirth. Pay 3, tap this, remove 4 oil counters. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, so this is whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield. Okay. Target creature gets XX, minus X until the end of turn. Gets an additional -3/-3 until end of turn if you control a fairy as you cast this spell. Okay. So do I have any 1-drop units? Yeah, that thing. Okay. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 plus an additional 1 for each fairy you control. That's kind of interesting. So it could be like counter spell unless you pay like 6. Borrow Naughty has lifelink as long as you control another fairy. Pay 3, it gets +1/+0. That seems like a lot of mana to pay for 1 power. Granted, it's flying and will have lifelink, but it still seems like a lot. Proliferate. What is that? Choose any number of permanents and/or players. Give each another counter of. Oh right. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn and proliferate. Whenever one or more creatures you control dies, each opponent loses 2 health and you gain 2 life. This ability triggers only once. And I did kind of read you. Whenever fairies are put onto the battlefield, opponent loses 1. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. Sacrifice another artifact or creature. Cutthroat gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Toxic 1. Yeah, 1/1 artifact. Okay. I don't really have like other toxic cards though, I don't think. Target creature's owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Dream Spoilers. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, up to 1 target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1. Like. Enters with 2 oil counters. It's +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on it. Okay. Guys, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 of them into your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. Right, that was the cover card. The Kindly Lord. Kindly Lord enters the battlefield. Choose a number between 1 and 10. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana cost, value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life, and you draw a card. That seems so like absurd, but I could see that being really niche. I don't know how this like. I think you have to play this as an enchantment or something. We'll figure it out. This creature can block only creatures with flying. Okay. Put target creature from the graveyard into the battlefield under your control. Proliferate. Seek a card. Put 1 at random from your library into your hand. Alright. We're going to play some games of this. I know I could just, like, jump out at any time, but I just needed to do something different. Probably it's best to, like, wait until that reward resets to do this. But we're psychos right now. So we're going to attempt this. Math check. 3 mana. I have a playable card. It's not like amazing, but it is a flying card. We're going first. We should be able to draw something. This isn't like a deck where we're like hard looking for a Oh, that's fun. Wait, I love this board. Wait, this playmat's great. Might as well just make it so I can play this if I need to. Food deck again. I guess we'll see what happens. Ooh, I will say the one thing that I don't like about the one thing I don't like about Magic's like clicky board thing, enter battlefield up to one XX creature and gets -1, -X, so where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. I don't think I'm looking to counter that. I probably should play this on their turn at flash speed. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, up to one XX creature, an opponent controls gets -1/-1. I do like that all the fairies are flying. That mode is this? That mode this is? Huh? You have a stroke writing that. What mode this is? This is the jump in. I mean, I don't really want to take that much more damage, but I think it's okay. We can just nuke something big here. I feel like I kept getting distracted. And one thing I don't like about Magic the Gathering's clicky boards is that they're, like, sometimes really centralized to the edges of the map, but then sometimes they're, like, in really inconvenient places. We can go to my turn. And this is still -4. Put target creature card from graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Flow Rift. It seems like this board is kind of good keeping everything to the side, but like the one for the spooky thing is like all up in here. You may tap 2 other have ward or anything? No. Enters a battlefield if it was bargained. Each one of those is 3 and you gain 3. That's also flying. I don't think I have any creatures, no. It might just be best to just use this and kill this thing. I need to do 3. I unfortunately didn't have any way to end there, but yeah. I didn't really seem to stop them from wanting to lose. I don't think there's a whole lot of, like, more stuff I need to do here. I guess I do have daily quests. Blue or black spells, green or blue. Earn wins in standard play, ranked mode, or events. Huh. We're just gonna do a little bit more of the jump-in challenge, I guess. At least one more game of it. It is fun. Like, I mean, I don't have to, like, think about decks and stuff, and we are just able to play the video game. It does help a little bit to be able to, like, see some of these interactions. We're gonna get some new water, because there's crap in this one. This seems fine. Since it comes in tapped, might as well play on the first turn. I don't think we're going to bother attacking. I think we're just going to wait until we have, like, a good opening. Like, our deck isn't even based around Toxic, but here we are with, like, our only 2 Toxic cards. Do they really want to block both of these and let this 4-1 start swinging in? And this creates a token, so it's kind of trading. Like, I don't really think they want to trade this thing. I think this is, like, a good trade. This right here. I don't know if they want to bother with this. Such a cool artwork. It is actually quite cool, that artwork. I do love this board. This one's good. Oh, they actually killed that one. I thought this light was coming out of his backside, I'm not gonna lie. This is a sorcery. I might actually just do this. Just draw a card. I kind of just want the card draw at this point. Maybe what I'll actually do is this thing, just to let this 4-1 through. That actually good enough. Can I active choose to just do 0, and then it's an additional monster until the end of the turn if you control a fairy? Wait, do I own a fairy? No. No fairy. Okay. Then that means I have to use 2. It just seems like a waste, actually. I could have exactly played that and just drawn 3 cards. Maybe that would have been better. I wasn't really thinking. I think the draw 3 cards card probably would have been better for us. Now, this thing is exactly why I wanted a fairy. This lets us do -4. Destroy target. Put 1/1 counter on suspected creature you control. You may have it become no longer suspected. Okay. Unfortunate. Well, board state-wise, this isn't working too good for me. Guess you just attack him with these, right? Oh, just this? Okay. I need this to be like 6. I hate that it's +2/+2 until the end of turn. There's just like no reason to do the sacrifice a creature thing. Oh, I can do that any turn. Okay. I'm now understanding why I would do that. Okay, so I can't activate this at fast speed. Clandestine Meddler. I think we can get rid of this. Not easily, but I can get rid of it. Tell me I can do this thing's effect after he selects his blockers. I'm assuming I can, but it'd be wild if I couldn't. I guess I can just do 2, right? No, they have extra mana. We should just do 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Do 3. Red shouldn't have counter spells. Thick. These are not creatures. Do I have any creatures that I actually want back? I don't think so. I have to pick something that's like, whenever they cast a spell with mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. I guess maybe 6. No, we should probably do 5, right? Just a good old middle of the road. I guess this thing is doing nothing if I can't actually... Well, I can use it as a... Like, give this thing bonks. Not like it stops them from doing anything. It just makes them take a little bit of life, and then I get to draw a card. What does this do? Your attacks, if its toughness is 3 or less, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. I guess I should just get something back, right? Maybe I actually just get their 3/6 back. What are our options? Yeah, let's take this thing back. Or let's take this thing. And I just have a 3/6 that they can't do a whole lot about. I should probably just sacrifice this thing. They can't block, and I get to draw a card. They have 2 mana and a card. And the additional cost to cast is, or sacrifice an artifact or creature. Destroy target creature, planeswalker. Yeah, like, this thing has flying, so I could just be smacking them in the face, but I think I need to be smart about it and just not attack him with this. Because then I can just, like, jump block with it. Like, none of their attacks are good so long as that thing's on the board. Alright. No attacks at all. guess I should do this. No, this seems stupid. It seems like a waste. When I could just be attacking in with this. I think still has good trades. I like that this is a sorcery, though. Beginning of combat, if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield, turn target creature you control. I can't. I guess I just block like this. Just try to value block. I don't know if they're attacking in for any particular reason. Cool. Well, I guess if it's, well, it is still gonna trade, but it's just gonna bring this thing back. I think drawing a card's better. That kind of sucks. I don't lie. I guess this is where like something like this is kind of good, where you can just like keep that up. This thing is gonna start. If I don't take care of it now. They are top decking, but I need to get rid of their thing that's scaling. It's also just like a wall I can't get over. And I think I just like... Yeah. I gotta wait for a threat and not more lands. The nice thing is they can't really start attacking in. That's not what I needed at all. So I want to start doing this. They do have something that has reach. So it's just kind of a moot point. He doesn't have lifelink. If he had lifelink, I think it'd be fair. But... wow, cool. Activate only. I guess I'm just gonna keep doing nothing. 18 and 14. So I will deck out first if the board state doesn't change at any meaningful way. I finished S3 of the best. I think you'd enjoy it being Italian and all. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Season 3 of The Bear? What is that? What is The Bear and why are there 3 seasons of it? You know, Food Wars? I've heard of Food Wars. I've never actually watched it, but I have heard of it. Except IRL and it's just a regular restaurant. Interesting. There's a lot of Italians yelling at each other. Interesting. Yeah, man, I still got like a crap ton of mana. No real reason for me to like do anything yet. There's a lot of it. Oh, I read that. Okay, interesting. It's just called The Bear. And that's the name of the show. Interesting. What is it on? Hulu, I think. Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna take it that's not how you were watching it. I can start attacking it with this thing. Activate ability to give it +1. Well, how much mana do I have? So this is what? This is requiring 3 mana. So if I were to do that... And I still have enough for this and that. Okay. We'll start attacking it with this thing. I watched Naruto on Hulu. I'm old enough to remember when Hulu was free. I do also kind of remember that. I think we're just gonna keep these. I started watching the original Rurouni Kenshin on Hulu, and then I got sick of the ads, so I canceled my Hulu, and now I have my parents' Hulu account. I think I wait and counterspell something else. I think that's what I wait for. Also, now they like just like have a bunch of mana. It is quite the predicament, though. I do kind of have to get rid of this thing with Reed. Oh, this is instant. I should do this thing right now. Okay. I would still have enough for... Yeah. Like, I could just start attacking it with both of these, but then I don't have any blockers for these things. And that's not really great for me either. Nine cards left in it. This is a really, intense game. I could just do it again. And I still have enough mana for all of this. Okay. Create 2/1 skeleton token and suspect it to solve. You control no suspected skeletons. Sacrifice this case, search your library for a card, put it into your library. Do I really want to counterspell that? Not really. It's like not really the type of threat we were looking for. Truthfully, I didn't realize that this thing could just do this multiple times and at instant speed. So, there is that. Oh, okay. So that was 2 mana. We should definitely activate this. And I'm pretty sure I can do it again. And I still have 1, 2, 3. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need... If I do it a second time, I won't be able to use both of these spells next turn. But maybe that's okay. I mean, I'm now at the point where I can start tanking a little bit of damage. You know what? I think this is the best we're gonna get as far as, I think that's the best we're gonna get as far as a counterspell. Considering how close we're getting to the end of the game. I mean, how many more times can I do this? How much more mana do I have? I need to keep 4 mana. So, just so long as I do it as... I have a way to end here. So this is 7, 8, 9. I don't think so. The next turn I can. I think they were, like, supposed to start attacking in with these units, like, much earlier and force me to trade. I think that's what was supposed to happen. Or at the very least, when they had the 4/4, they should have attacked in. I mean, look, I've got 25 health. I can take 4. It has flash. Next turn, could sack for card draw and get damage from a Vran after combat for win. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I need to keep up 3 mana, right? There we go. We were getting really close to the deck out. I think opponent was just really scared to attack. Like, with a huge board. I think they really needed to, like, start making some kind of move or forcing something to happen. I think just sitting there like that, not helpful. Okay. So, that was a really long one. Did I try the bot draft thing just to say that I did it? Just since it's a more casual draft. And also gets me started with Lost Horizons. Alright, so I know nothing about this set. I don't even know, like, what, like, color combinations are good. I'm just kind of looking at, like, the cards that are really highly rated on my thing. Game like watching paint dry. I know. I'm sorry. Like, unfortunately, I wanted to win. There wasn't a whole lot that I could do about that. I don't want to just, like, concede games for no reason. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. It fights up to one target creature you don't control. Okay. This is a sorcery, and then as enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tap, and it's green land. I'm all for giving the double-faced land spells high ratings, and bridge work battle seems like one of the best. Like Black's Fell the Profane. Bridge Works Battle is a nice removal spell. It can even help you push extra damage when you're curving out aggressively. Collective resistance. Eldrazi, good. Green, pretty good. Okay, I don't know what Eldrazi means. Eldrazi is like a... Okay, I see. Eldrazi is like a archetype. Alright, so Withering Chrysalis. Chrysalis. Red, black, pretty good aggro. Okay. Devoid. Devoid is... A Devoid card has no color. Okay. When you cast this spell, create 2/0/1 colorless Eldrazi creature tokens. Would sacrifice this card to add mana. Reach, and whenever you sacrifice another Eldrazi, put a 1/1 counter on this thing. Okay. This is the running for best common, and I think it should win. This is in the running for the best common, and I think it should win. For just 4 mana, you get a 4/5 and 2... wait, how is it a 4/5? Because you can just sacrifice those 2 things immediately to get colorless mana. You get a 4/5 and 2 Lotus Petals, essentially, with the capacity to grow even larger. If you ever draw 2 of these, you usually dominate, and it doesn't ask anything of you to be good. Don't pass these often. I sure won't. Okay. That thing seems really good, but what's this thing? This is Devoid, and you can tap this to add 2. So this is a creature? Interesting. Eldrazi deck's getting a Soul Ring that also is a Jayemdae Tome. Look at those sick alpha references. I don't know what that means. Is pretty sweet, and this is on turn 3. Will lead to a ton of game wins. The problem with the Eldrazi stuff is how, like, they all need, like, specific mana. Which I'm sure is a fixable problem with the draft. Okay, but this thing seems the most interesting to me. I haven't really read any of the other cards, but, like, according to my tracker, the only other good things are, like, the lands in this spell. Choose target spell, you get 2 of that symbol. Then you may pay any amount of that symbol. Counter that spell unless its controller pays 1 for each of that symbol paid this way. Interesting. What are these? Sacrifice this. Search your library for a basic land, swamp, or mountain card. For basic island, swamp, or mountain card, and put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And you can cycle it for any of those colors. This thing is search your library for a mountain, forest, or plains card, put onto the battlefield tap. Interesting. So they are lands that let you search for more lands. This thing's also apparently kind of good. Muster the Departed. When Muster the Departed enters battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Morbid. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, populate. Populate is create a token that's a copy of the creature token you control. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna go for the Withering Chrysalis. Or Chrysalis. Yeah, I think it's Chrysalis. Oh god, that's what they sound like. Okay, so this is red and green. But I'm gonna assume that Eldrazi are something that you can kind of splash with a couple different colors and still be fine. For each artifact with mana value X or less. Okay. Bestow is if you cast this card for its disposal cost, it's an aura spell with an enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached. Harazi? No, not Harazi. Eldrazi. Like Eldritch. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green elk creature with base power of 3/3. Wait, that's kind of funny. So you can attach this onto a opponent and they just lose all their abilities. That's actually like a pretty good card. I kind of want to draft that. Return target instant or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. This deals damage equal to the card's mana cost. And a value to up to one target. Okay. If you told me if I spent $50 in Master Duel, I'd guarantee craft stun, I'd spend it, but $50 doesn't get you shit. $50 gets you a good amount of gems. I don't remember exactly how much it is for 10 packs, but $50 should be... Like, it's not enough to get you a specific deck, but it's enough to get you, like, a good amount of cards in a specific deck you want to have, like, enough resources to, like, get most of it. You're not, like, totally dead in the water. It just might take closer to, like, $60 or $70 to get a full deck if you're using the, But they also started making it so it's harder to use the secret packs in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because for those who don't know, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, instead of having, like, booster packs like how Magic does, they're, like, packs that are... Half of the cards that you will open in a pack are dedicated to a specific archetype. So you can kind of, like, if you're trying to build a specific deck, you can kind of just, like, pick that pack and just open that pack to try to get as many cards from that set as you need. But they started making it harder recently, where they started putting, like, more than one thing in the secret packs. So now half of the cards, instead of them being specific to one archetype, half of the cards are specific to, like, 3 archetypes. And they're only for a limited time, so they don't just stay in the shop indefinitely. Which is a annoying system now. It was really nice when it was the other way, because then you could still, like, drop money on the game and get something you want. But now it's like, if you drop money, you're maybe getting... Like, it just seems hella greedy to, like, change that system. They didn't even, like, inherently change the system. They just made it harder. Like, they just lowered the odds a lot, without, like, making it, like, a big thing. 1K per 10 packs. There's still archetype-specific secret packs. Oh, I know there are some. It's just new ones that they've been introducing are not archetype-specific. So, like, there's still all the old ones that they had from when the game first came out. And maybe they've introduced some new ones, but for the most part, all the brand new archetypes that are, like, actually, like, good decks. Like, I'm pretty sure Tearlaments, and I know Runic for a fact, was lumped in with, like, Labyrinth and something else. And I think Tearlaments was mixed in with something else too. Maybe it was Sprites. I don't remember. Not that, like, Sprites and Tearlaments are a bad combo together. It's just, like, if you were looking specifically for one thing. All my homies hate Tearlaments. I never even played against it. I kind of stopped playing at a certain point. I should pick a card. I'd like to stay with Eldrazi, but Living Weapon. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 germ. Okay, so it creates that, then attach this to it. Interesting. It's +X+1, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Interesting. That sounds bad. I kind of really like this. What was this red one? Since we are green-red. Enters the battlefield. It deals 4 damage to any target. Discard another card named Goa, Ember Mage. Sacrifice 2 mountains. Okay. 6 mana is a lot, but this is a fire bat with the personality of one. With the possibility of more. This is a pretty sweet card, and I look forward to drafting big red decks that use this as a finisher. Interesting. Maybe I should just go red. Runic Sprites. Oh yeah, you know it. I mean, if you had the potential to actually deal 8 damage with this thing by getting 2 of it, which in like a draft setting, and this is a common. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for like a red aggro deck. Maybe red-green aggro. Death Touch. I mean, I do like cards like this. So exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. You may play those cards this turn. At the beginning of the next end step, if any of those cards remain exiled, put them into your graveyard. Then create a Eldrazi spawn creature token for each card you put into the graveyard this way. Okay. Nice ramp spell and card draw spell combined. I expect the big Eldrazi decks to be quite happy with it. It's nice that it works early or late and looks for like a solid engine card at common. Okay, fine. We'll take this thing. Well, this is an Eldrazi creature, and it's a bomb. I mean, if you cast this spell, if a colorless mana was spent to cast it, create 2 Eldrazi tokens. Interesting. It's better the more Eldrazi you are, but is playable in any blue or green deck as a nice 7-land, 7-drop flip card. I do like that. I guess... Oh, maybe we're not going this. We'll try to draft Eldrazi. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but I'm not opposed to it. At least attempting it. Alright, destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Molten Gatekeeper deals 1 damage to each opponent. Unearth. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. Okay. Planar Genesis. Gatekeeper. Wait, is that like a question of like you should take that one, or is that a question of like why did you take that one? Sometimes it's hard to tell with Twitch chat the cadence of a comment. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them into the battlefield. If you don't, put a card from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This does seem like a good card. Good? Okay. Oh, this is an Eldrazi. As Corrupted Shapeshifter enters the battlefield, it becomes your choice of a 3/3 creature with flying, a 2/5 creature with vigilance, or a 0/12 creature with defender. Chat has delay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I'm glad that I picked the right thing then. I don't know how good an Eldrazi deck really is going to be. I'm kind of like, because the problem I'm going to see with Eldrazi is like, I guess this is green or blue, so that does make this kind of good. So like keeping this Eldrazi deck. The problem is if I take this, then I kind of have to either go red-green with a splash of blue or red-blue with a splash of green. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing with the Genesis as well. I guess, like, I've always had this issue of, like, not drafting enough units, but I currently only have units. Flow or Goblin, perhaps? Flow or Goblin? Oh, you're talking about these two. Sacrifice this, it deals 4 to target creature. You don't really like my choices of the Genesis or the Shapeshifter? Modular, when it enters the battlefield with 3/1/1 counters on it, when it dies, you may put its 1/1 counters on target artifact creature. Interesting. That's an interesting. I could see not being a fan of this because it puts us in 3 colors basically. Oh god. I'm sorry. This thing I guess also does the same thing. Puts us in 3 colors, which isn't typically that good. If you want to splash multiple colors, yeah, I think you're right. Strong ramp card for Eldrazi decks and solid in any deck looking to cast 5+ drops. It's hard to kill into making a reliable mana source. You know what? I like this thing. If we're gonna be this like weird Eldrazi, like look how expensive this thing is. We need mana. Void Pouncer, Devoid Kicker. You may pay an additional cost as you cast a spell. If this was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters and a trample counter on it, and with haste. That seems really good. So you can get a 5/3 with trample and haste. You have a couple of sources for the kicker. This is a solid 2/5 drop, and can definitely steal some games. A 5/3 with trample and haste is no joke, so I'm quite interested in making sure I can kick it at least some of the time. The Spawn Sack for colorless also. Spawn Sack. Okay, so now this is a build around. If you cater to this, it's going to be incredible, but it will be dead in the wrong deck. This gives you the mana to cast Giant Eldrazi and a reward for doing so, plus the effect of the actual Eldrazi, which is usually great. I'm in for this thing, and don't hate that it gives me an excuse to play an expensive curve. When you cast a creature spell with mana value 4, 5, or 6, create 2 Eldrazi tokens. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 7 or higher, draw 3 cards. Interesting. Spawn Sack. Oh, you're saying that sacking the spawn. Got it. I mean, I think this is probably fine to take then. I do really like this, but this is a common and this is a rare, so I probably take this thing first. I am curious what makes this such a bad card, though. Steve-Ass, how you doing today? We're doing the weekly draft, so I don't get to keep any of these cards, but at least I get to start playing around with Modern Horizon. I'm like currently looking at like doing an Eldrazi deck, and I don't know how good that really is. When you cast or cycle, this Lurker. Oh my god, Lurker. 7 mana. Damn. Green-Red Eldrazi is the best deck in Modern Horizons 3. Green-Red Eldrazi? Should I be playing this Unsealing then? Because I feel like if I'm going to be on Eldrazi's, I'm going to get a lot of 4, 5, or 6s. Green, red, blue. That's what we're doing. Okay, so I initially thought about doing the splashing of blue, because we had a few options of cards to pick, but I ended up going with Worn Power Stone. More just because I wanted to like make sure that we would actually have mana. So I wanted to get like a couple of these early. I guess that is a good point, that if I take this, I kind of have to splash blue, which is the same issue we were having earlier, as opposed to just like taking these things. But these are both common, so maybe I can get away with taking this and then finding these later. That's what I'm gonna go for. Is we're gonna take this thing right now, and then we're gonna hope we find those Eldrazi's or better ones after. First target land, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. How do you feel about bikers in New York City blaring their speakers as they ride? Personally, I think it depends on the time of day. If it's like 8 p.m., I kind of like it's annoying, but I don't really give a shit. If it's like 1 or 2 in the morning, it's just like you're a psycho. You're either like a unwitting narcissist or just a straight up psychopath for doing that. Like actually like gremlin behavior. Um Hmm. I don't understand how this ends games. Creatures without flying can't block. Oh, creatures without flying can't block. Oh, I see what this is doing now. Okay, I'm gonna take that. Well, here's this lurker again. And someone was saying that this is like kind of a blue splash because you can... Okay, yeah, we're gonna take this thing. I know that I have the Skoa, but I think we're probably giving up on that for a little bit now, just to try to make sure we get good Eldrazi cards early. What are the advantages of a fixed gear bike? I don't know what that means, so I'm the wrong person to ask. Can this become any color? No. Like, this card isn't, like, great, but... You know, I'm just gonna take this thing. Like, I'm not getting to keep any of these cards, but I think it's better than doing nothing. This has no mana cost. This is a land. Deals 1 damage. Sacrifice this. Target player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards. Actually, only if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. Cheaper to maintain. Reliability. Is that... Are we talking about the fixed gear bike? Because I know literally nothing about that. Quite literally nothing. I'm gonna take this blue land. I don't know if it's actually good, but... well, this doesn't really matter. Because I'm not keeping these cards anyway. And we got the Corrupted Shifter again. Which was a card that we were thinking about with the blue. And now here we are. We are in, like, green, right? Is this thing actually... Wait, hang on. This thing's supposedly legendary creature Treefolk 6. When 6 attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand. As long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrans. You may cast a card with retrans from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its other costs. Interesting. Bicycle. Well, I know we're talking about bicycles. I just, like... I don't know what a fixed gear bike means. It's nice to see old 6 in creature form, and it's definitely a bomb. Each time you attack, you fill your graveyard, and hopefully net a land into your hand. These lands can be used to retrace your best permanents from the graveyard over and over again. I think having 6 can be good tiebreaker in favor of playing 1 additional land in your deck, simply because it gives you such a good use for excess land. A 1 speed. Do they not just all go the speed that you pedal at? Whenever you cast a spell, if wasn't spent to cast it, Target opponent may put a creature card from their hand onto the battlefield. And it has trample. It's a 4/6 trample. A 4 mana 6/6 trample, my mistake. That seems really good. I didn't mean to double click that, but okay, hopefully those other cards weren't super good. When you cast a spell, if this was spent to cast it, summon 2 colorless Eldrazi's. Okay. Have you never ridden a bicycle? I mean, I've, like... It's a complicated answer. I'll put it that way. Cast a spell, and whenever Titan's Vanguard attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each colorless creature you control. That sounds really good, too. I'm going to take that over that. Neat shirt. Oh, this? Yeah, I love this shirt. I think this was a Team 4-star shirt. The people who do Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm pretty sure they made this. Actually love it. Turn target spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. I think we just take this. Because it's the only thing that's our color. Dodge! Okay, so spend 1 mana, put an Eldrazi token. Whenever another Eldrazi you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Idol of False Gods. As long as Idol of False Gods has 8 or more 1 counters on it, it's a 0/0 creature in addition to its other types, and it has Annihilator 2. Whenever this creature attacks, defending player sacrifices 2 permanents. That sounds wild. The better you are at Eldraziing, the better this gets. I wouldn't play it outside of a heavy spawn deck, since it's too slow on its own, but it can get big if you have a lot of spawn makers. Do I have a lot of spawn makers? That's a spawn maker. Nope. 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 That's a spawn maker, so that's like 2. Okay, so I don't really have the deck for this card. For this Idol of False Gods. If I knew I had a consistent way to get, like, a lot of, that. That creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. If you control an Eldrazi, you gain 3 life. I think this is fine. For now. Just because we already have a lot of units. And a lot of, like, really top-end units. We don't have, like, anything on the low end of this curve. Which probably means I need to take another Molten Gatekeeper. I'm just trying to make sure that this doesn't take, like, the full 2 hours we have remaining. This is an Eldrazi. When you cast this spell, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. That's pretty good, too. Stage is solid. Spend this mana only to cast a colorless spell or to activate an ability. That's true too. This is a good 2-drop. And I don't have any 2-drops at the moment. And this is a 2-drop that's also mana. Specifically for our Devoid Eldrazi's. And here's that other one we were looking at. Back again. Whenever you sacrifice a non-target permanent, oh, so you can just replenish your Eldrazi tokens as you use them. Wait, that seems really good, right? What is this thing, though? Deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature's or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Removal isn't bad. I don't really have any removal, but... Sacrifice a non-token. Okay, so that's not the same thing. I don't think I have any ways of sacrificing non-tokens, then. I don't think I have anything that has that. It is still a 3 mana, but maybe we just need the removal. Because 5 mana... You know, 5 mana we actually don't have a whole lot. Most of our stuff is 4 or 7 right now. So this petrifying meddler isn't bad. Whenever you cast a spell, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. I don't know if I need removal. Removal? Yeah. Okay, we have a lot of units. We don't have, like, anything in the way of removal. Our removal is just having bigger units than them. That's basically it. I think I need to just, like, have more, like, colorless mana things. But what do these do? This spell costs 1 less to cast for each card you've drawn this turn. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it into their library. Second from the top card, or second from the top is a wild sentence. I still don't know what that symbol is, but it seems interesting. I think I'm gonna stick with this land. I think the land, like, we don't have much in the way of, like, unique lands right now. I do need to, like, get, like, card draw or mana, or, like, hand fixing or something. Draw 3 cards and create a token with... Oh, wait, this is literally what I was just asking for. Energy is essentially another resource to stay until you use it. Got it. Is this thing any good? If you would put 1 or more energy, you get that many plus 1 more. Draw a card. If activate only if you paid or lost 4 or more. Interesting. It's basically mana, but only for things that use energy. Gotcha. What a shit show. This draft is starting to become a little sus. Not gonna lie, it's a little sussy right now, but here we are. Draw 3 cards and create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token. Yeah, I mean, I think this is literally what I was just asking for, is mana or card draw. We're 5-color domain Eldrazi. I mean, like, some of these, like, black cards we're not really gonna be using. In fact, I don't think any of these black cards we plan on using. But I didn't really look at what they were. I just kind of took them because they were the last cards in the pack. We definitely still need early game units. One of my first drafts I ever did in MTG, BLT, one of my mods, he brought to college a vintage power cube, and we drafted that, and I chose to play 5-color Super Friends. So it was just a bunch of planeswalkers in 5 colors, and I basically could do nothing. Why the Drazi Commander deck's expensive? This spell costs 1 less for to cast for each 1 life your opponent have lost this turn. Interesting. Target opponent exiles the top 3 cards of their library until the end of your next turn. I feel like this isn't that good, right? You may pay those cards. Like, I think this would be really cool if I was an aggro deck. Or I, domain. I don't know what you mean by domain. This artwork looks sick. Shadow Spinner attacks. You may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard that many cards. Interesting. I kind of want to just go the Golem again, because, again, we're pretty low on the creatures. Eldrazi Incursion. Yeah, I don't think that this is good in our deck. This would be good in, like, an aggro deck, or, like, something that has a lot of ping spells, so you can just, like, get this for free. Get it discounted. But what is this? Okay, yeah, that's not as good. Triton Wavebreaker. As long as Wavebreaker is a creature, it has prowess. Gets +1/+1 and has prowess. Affinity for artifact flying, gets a 1/1 until the end of turn. This spell costs 1 less for each card you've drawn this turn. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it... Oh, right. This was the second from the bottom. I guess, like, this is better than any of the other stuff that I'm seeing. MTG Goldfish. What is this? Oh, this is a Eldrazi commander deck. Wait, so... Am I wild that this doesn't look like there's any, like, specific card that's that expensive? $140? Wait, I'm confused. So the whole deck is only worth $140. Wait, am I reading this right? Because this doesn't seem expensive to me. Like, this thing right here, your commander, is $2. And I don't see anything specific on here that's more than 5. Okay, more than 10. I'm seeing some 7s. And these are all one-ofs. There's a lot of, like, $6 or $7 cards. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just don't personally, like, especially in card games. Like, there's been decks in card games where I've spent well over $400 to be able to play that deck. I didn't do it very often. This is a structure deck sold in stores. Not a constructed deck. Wait. So, wait. Okay. That changes things. That changes things a bit. So, this is a deck... Like... You can just buy this at the store. It sells on TCG Player for $120. That is pretty expensive for, like, an unopened, off-the-box thing that you just get one deck. Like, I will admit that is expensive. If it's... Like, I was gonna say, if this is just all off a TCG Player, like these cards and stuff, then, like, yeah, I mean, $140 for, like, a good competitive deck, like, that's one thing. But this is just, like... Out of the box? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I think most stuff you need 4 of. Wait, but I thought Commander you can only play 1 copy. I thought the whole point of Commander is that you can only play 1 copy of everything. Or are you saying all these Eldrazi cards you can only get from this deck? Wait, hang on. Is that what you're saying? Is that all of these Eldrazi cards you can only get from this deck? Because that's how Weiss Schwarz is. There are cards that are exclusive to the structure deck, and you cannot get them from packs. If that's what's happening here, and you need to buy 4 copies of this thing in order to have a full deck, that's wild. That would be wild to me. No, only one of each allowed. Well, I know in... What? Okay. I know in Commander, you can only have one of each card. I know that's the case in Commander. But what I'm saying is, if the only way to get the cards that are in the Commander deck is by buying the Commander deck, and you want those Eldrazi cards for your constructed deck, some are only in here, yes, okay. That's wild. Like, because I'm not thinking about, like, the savvy player who, like, knows what they're doing. I'm thinking about, like, the person that, like, doesn't know much better and is, like, just gonna buy multiple copies of that structure deck. Like, I don't know if or how many are Commander only exclusive. It sounds like there's, like, a few, but exact numbers are iffy. This seems good. Is this thing any good? Enters the battlefield, and after you draw a step, add a lore counter. Create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token. Sacrifice any number of creatures. Search your library and or graveyard for a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of creatures sacrificed this way and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Interesting. Most of the cards are also legal in Legacy and Vintage. Some in Modern. I thought everything was legal in Vintage. I thought that was the whole point of Vintage, is that you could play anything. Is that not the case? The ones that are only Commander aren't designed by anyone except Commander's players, though. Yeah. Rum Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card, then scry 2. I mean, this seems like just a good blue card. Draw and scry. As much as these things are probably going to be good, I have a lot of cards to go through still. How am I doing? Our curve's kind of tapered out a bit. I think I could take a second one of these. Since they give me 2 spawns. Why do they think this is bad? I wouldn't like this to begin with, and being symmetrical really kills it. Imagine naming Eldrazi and having your opponent slam a 5-mana Eldrazi on turn 3. Sounds pretty bad to me. There's a lot of Eldrazi Commander decks, apparently. I guess people really like it. I mean, it's cool. It's, like, basically, like, Magic's equivalent of Eldritch, like, Cthulhu-type shit. HP Lovecraft stuff. Costs 2 less if an opponent controls a multicolored permanent. Deals 4 damage to any target. Interesting. So this could just be a 1-mana burn. So we already talked about this card. Also, just look at the artwork. Those things are sick. I'm now starting to see why these things are so good, though. Because you just play a couple of these, and you can, like, get the mana that you need specifically. Plains, islands, or swamp. Forest, plains, or islands. I think I like this one better. I haven't really been paying a ton of attention to how much, You know what? No, actually, this thing's a rare, and it's damage. We're going to take this thing, and then we'll come back to the lands. This was a good Eldrazi card, right? Ral and the Implicit Maze, and the Implicit Maze deals 2 damage to each creature and planeswalker you control. Your opponent controls. You may discard a card. If you do, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them until the end of your next turn. Create a Spell Gorger Weird token. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on this. I mean, it seems good. It just doesn't seem that great for what we're doing. Curve is like a 2-drop and then some 3 and 4 drops. Provide a ton of value. This card is deceptively strong as it gives you powerful card draw in a variety of situations. Just casting it and then flashing it back is great. What makes it over the top is that you can discard it or mill it and still get half the value. Interesting. That does seem really good. It is a rare and this is a common. What is our breakdown? It's 14 and 15. We should be keeping those easy. Man, I was really hoping for, like, small creatures. I guess I'll have to go for this. Alright, we're taking another Molten Gatekeeper. It's not, like, my favorite thing, but he does give us a little bit of, like, early game pressure to kind of get away with whatever else we want to do. Yeah, I really don't want to take like a blue like energy deck with the Eldrazi stuff, but I don't know that I have a choice. You know, if nothing else, this at least gives me a token. It does give me some kind of board presence on 3 mana, which is like better than nothing. But this deck is gonna look like a shit show. Let's just take the Eldrazi card. Well, this isn't gonna really matter much. Alright, let's draft this deck and hopefully play like a game or two. Okay, so what are we definitely... We're definitely not playing any white. Or black. Enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. When enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Okay. I'm gonna take this out because I don't really plan on doing anything with energy. I'll keep this thing. It gives me 2 turns of, like, card draw. Drawing a card and scrying 2. Return target spell or non-land permanent in opponent controls to its owner's hand. And then enter the battlefield. You may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. Okay. And that's instant. You can do that. I still don't really know how this works, but okay. Realistically, I probably don't need 3. I don't have any way to sacrifice creatures in this deck, I don't think. Like, the tokens, sure, but I don't have a way to sacrifice a non-land permanent. I can get rid of one of those. Maybe I should just be getting rid of this. I don't know that I really plan on doing anything with green outside of, like... Okay. Oh, I can't even play that. Okay, we should get rid of that. This is really like the payoff card here. What is my breakdown? My breakdown is, like, honestly pretty spread out between everything. Okay. I'm just gonna look for, like, the cards that are, like, the obviously bad cards. And by that, I mean the tracker is telling me that they're bad. Because I'm not smart enough to make the decision on my own. Honestly, everything else is, like, actually kind of good. Maybe my top end doesn't need that many red. Maybe we don't need this guy, and we don't need this. What search lands? I had search lands, didn't I? Not a lot, but... I'm playing with 16 lands, though, which, like, is maybe okay, maybe not. I guess I didn't pay for this. What colors? Oh, I'm sorry. This is, for what we care about, this is, blue, black, red. And this one is white, black, green. So, like, this one's kind of the less useful. This one's kind of useful. But they're still both search lands. And the curve looks like what again? So, definitely high on the 4-drops. Which is these, but these are, like, all really good. So I'm going to keep all those. And we're just going to play a game with this, because I don't have any amount of games that I can lose. Like, I'm not, like, beholden to only playing until I've lose 3 games. So we're just going to jump into it. We'll see how this goes. So we have, like, basically one of each color. This seems fine. Oh god, what is that? I didn't realize this was a 0-4. Oh god, wait, these look so cool. I want these. Keep search lands for colorless. Well, I can still do this, right? I just have to sacrifice it instead of cycling it from my hand. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. At the beginning of the next end step, if any of those cards remain exiled, put them into your graveyard, then create a 0 Eldrazi token for each card you put into the graveyard this way. Which does let me play this next turn. No, it doesn't. Alright, I'm going to play this. And we're going to pick the 3/3 flying. That's a fat defender. It sure is, Freezebolt. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, so I hope everything's well. It's good for sure, for sure. Yourself? I'm doing alright. No problems, no complaints at the moment. A little tired from my work day, so I'm probably gonna end stream and then, like, mostly go to bed. But it is what it is. Oh, hey, that looks familiar. Well, I think I need to Ghost Slice that, or Ghostfire Slice that. Because that thing is just going to start snowballing. I mean, I could do this instead. No, I think I need to do this because they're going to get an Eldrazi for 6 mana, and they're going to have a 5/5 or a 4/5. They could technically do something for 2 colorless mana. Like, if they want to just waste their mana and keep this thing at 1 health. It does seem like a bit of a waste, though. Because then they're not playing an Eldrazi next turn. Maybe I should have picked a 2/5 Vigilant. We should probably do Glimpse the Impossible next turn. Because I do like Titan's Vanguard. I do like that I can play that next turn. The problem is I can only give it to this. I mean, I guess it gives itself the +1/+1 as well, right? What just happened? Those are back. Yeah, I don't know what on earth just happened. Oh, wait, they just played this. That's all they did. They played it for 6 mana. It's a living weapon artifact. Equipped creature gets +6/+6 and has trample. Where did this come from, this gem, though? That I don't know. Oh, it creates it. Okay. I guess I just do this. Or I should just draw 3 cards, honestly. I don't know, there's a lot of really good options I have, but I guess I really don't want to take 6 damage to the face. Oh, so it won't give it to itself. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm fine to take 6 to the face. Since if they attack with that, then they're not blocking with it into my 5/5. I like this a lot better than the cowboy one. The cowboy one felt like it had a really set meta. Okay. Kind of like we were saying, we just tank the 6. Wait, I can... Oh, you can play the back side of these cards, okay. I don't understand how this works. Can I flip these, like, mid, like, fight? This thing can block, right? They can block this thing with, like, some of this stuff. They don't have any mana, so they can't... So they'd have to, like, block with this and this. But it has trample as well. And also... Oh, so it does give itself the buff. Okay. I wasn't aware that it would give itself the buff. I was kind of thinking that because it played and didn't give itself the buff, that it wouldn't do that. Yeah, we'll do the trample to deal the most amount of damage, I guess. So, 5... I do need one more mana. Actually, no, I don't. I have enough mana. I just need them to not kill anything. Which means I'm taking 6 to the face again. Why would you do that? Oh, okay. So losing all of its abilities does not mean losing its stats. Okay. So 9, 10, 11, 12. And they have no mana. So as long as I can win next turn. Oh. Okay, so I can do this if I want to use all of my mana. Battlefield deals 1 damage for each opponent. This thing does not have haste, unfortunately. This does deal 4 to any target. Which... I mean, if I do that and I just get rid of this thing... It's really hard. Okay. That was scary. That almost didn't feel like I was gonna have enough time to do that. But here we are. Alright, I like the Eldrazi thing so far. I'm digging it. Rebuild the city. Yeah, we can do another game. I was thinking about doing chess tonight, but I'm actually kind of having fun with this. See, like, Magic's fun when I'm not pulling my hair out. When I'm, like, actually allowed to play the video game, it feels great. It really does. So, can I flip this mid-game? Or do I have to, like, choose which side at the beginning? And that's that. Like, how does this work? What the hell is this? That's their card back? Wild, dude. Like, if I play the backside of this with the land, can I then flip it up and do the other thing later? I don't want you attacking. I guess I should do the cycling. No. Well, how else do I play this then? Why would I not cycle this to get my forest? Search for what? Yeah, I mean, right. So I would do the cycling, right? I don't understand. Doesn't cycling let me draw the forest? If I play this as a land right now, I won't be able to do it, right? Cycling is card draw. So, you're saying cycling isn't just like... Why does it have the 3 colors then? I thought cycling just gives you... Huh. Okay. Well, there's the forest anyway, so... Kind of a moot point. I guess I should probably do this. Just that next turn I can actually play this thing. And draw then investigate twice. Okay. One of each? Are you saying for the cycling thing I'd have to pay one of each? Is that really how it works? I think next turn we should do the can't block thing. I mean, I can still attack him with these, because they don't really have much they can do about it. To draw a card instead of using it as land. Interesting. I did not understand that that's how the cycling worked, because that seems not as good as I thought in my head. Hmm. It does the other thing after I play it. I think I just don't understand how cycling works, and that's okay. I don't think I need to. It's good if you top deck a land when you don't need it. It's good if you top deck a land when you don't need it. So that's every time I draw land. Okay. You really want to attack with 2? Or for 3? Okay. I mean, that's right. You do have vigilance. I did kind of forget about that, but that's okay. Oh, I don't have any blue. I should have been doing this then. Huh. I mean, I win the race. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we ended up doing. Oh, you do have an artifact. Well, it doesn't it can't attack this turn, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We can use this. One, two, three, 4. Yeah. So this is 10. So it doesn't exactly help me win the game yet. Did this have one with haste? No, it did not. Okay. Oh. Know that there's a way that I could have won this turn. It doesn't look like there is. I mean, I'll take the sack. Autocorrect, it's okay. Okay. We still can win next... Oh, he has lifelink. Oh, that's right. That's unfortunate. But should be okay. I'm not sure what I could tap mana for, but... Should have used sorcery. Well, the sorcery only makes it so that creatures without flying can't block. Surprised they didn't reattach this. But maybe they were wanting to use this thing. Confused with another that does damage. They're gonna start getting card draw, which is kind of unfortunate. The nice thing is this can't attack, and I can make it so it can't block. I just need to get like a board state that cares about that. Okay. I should probably play this. Well, no, I should do this thing first. Because this will start refunding my mana. Wait. I'm confused. Let's pick the flying one. And then we'll do this. Since both of your things are tapped, might as well just hit you in the face like that. And then next turn, we can just use this. I could have dealt a little bit more damage. Alright, so they'll be able to heal up a little bit, but... I play Keeper first, and other creatures do face damage. I don't think the order there mattered. How much mana? We take 5, but then that thing can't block. I can't really stop that. mean, it's lifelink. No, I don't need the block. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we have 12. I should get rid of probably. I do want to sacrifice both of these to be able to play this, because this will just make this thing bigger. Okay. You can't play it. We know exactly what's in their hand. Oh, I didn't realize how that worked. Sick. Hey there, Aldo. How are you doing today? Aldo, sorry. Messed that one up a little bit, but welcome, welcome. How you doing today? See, like, I enjoy Magic when I'm having fun playing it. You know what I mean? Like this was fun. I liked this. This felt good. I felt like I wasn't getting screwed by mana every game. Okay, I was thinking about playing chess today, but I think, honestly, I'm having a good time with this, so we're gonna just play another game, and hopefully it wins us. Keeper pretty nice with token makers. Okay, I'm now understanding. I thought he was just when he was played, he dealt 1 damage. I honestly wasn't paying that much attention. How do I get these? What makes the game fun? If I'm, like, having a good time doing the thing the game wants me to do, like, you know, the objective of this game is to, like, play your cards and, like, do combos and then defeat your opponent. Like, if that, like, gameplay loop is, like, enjoyable to me, like, it hits a certain amount of dopamine in my brain, then I'm having a good time. If the gameplay loop is atrocious, or I'm just getting, like, my ass kicked every time, then it's probably not very fun for me. Three flying is actually a pretty annoying attacker. Alright, so long as they can't immediately do that this turn. I didn't realize this thing had reach. Okay. I'm more than willing to trade that. Because if you're an actual Eldrazi deck, that thing's just going to keep growing. And that's going to be a problem. Yeah, see. How does kicked work? Oh. Well, now that I have this, I think I'm supposed to discard this. I mean, I'm sure this isn't gonna work, but... Oh, okay, it actually totally worked. Okay, well, crisis averted, I guess. Horse, move, horse. Do something, please. Okay. I think I just have to do this right now. Unfortunately. I can't really end the game with it. But let me start getting this thing up. That looks familiar. Should probably just do another blue. Just because I know I have a lot of blue. I feel like that's not good for your next turn though, bud. pretty sure these things can block. It is really cool how they refund the mana like that. Alright, well, I think I lose now. I don't really think I have a way to, they just take this again and then kill something else? Yeah. I mean, I guess I just block, right? They block the 3 damage. Did they, like, not know I could do that? Okay. I can get my 0-12 defender now. I think a 2-5 vigilance is probably better. Now they have like really awkward attacks. And we're both just top decking. I do have cards that card draw. I mean, good thing Death Touch doesn't work on you. I really need the card that's like draw 3 cards. If I get that, we're kind of in the game again. If I don't get that, we just lose. Okay, well, we just lose. Yeah, I can't win. It's okay. I don't think there's any reason to, like, force the games when I didn't pay for it anyway. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to this. Which is sad that I won't get the cosmetic, but, like, it's a cosmetic item. Who cares? Yeah, I think I'm just going to end stream early, honestly. I'm a wee bit tired, so I'm going to go to sleep now. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone that did come by. I do appreciate all of you. GG, thank you, Freezebolt, for stopping by. Next week, I might play something else that's not Magic. We'll see. It really just depends on how proactive I am about picking a new game. I've been trying this thing of, like, trying to pick a new game every, like, week or so. I know I've played Magic for 2 weeks straight. I might play more Magic. Maybe we do Marvel Snap tomorrow or something. The Isle. Is The Isle a game? The Isle is a game. It's a survival game. I've never heard of this. I'll look into it. We'll see. Dinosaurs and shit. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, it'll really depend. I only have 3,000 plus hours on it. Damn. There's not many games that I've had that many hours on. There's certainly a handful, but not a lot. Literal? Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Don't worry. I genuinely believe people when they say 3,000 plus hours on a niche game, rather than, like, on, like, a AAA game. Like, 3,000 hours on Fortnite, I don't know if, like, anyone who's not, like, a child is actually spending that much time in that game. But a game, like, that's that niche, like, I believe, like, when you find something that you like, you stick to it. Yeah, I mean, COD, like, I don't know. Like I said, if you're not, like, an actual child, that like just has infinite free time. I don't know how you even spend that much time in a game like that. But I'm gonna end stream there. So have a good night, everyone. I'll be back on Sunday, definitely. Saturdays, I think I explained this before. Saturdays for like the summer are kind of becoming more like a as I feel like it, because just every so often, like I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream on Saturday. Like I don't know. Like it's just been hard to want to stream on my weekends. So Saturdays, like we'll definitely announce in the Discord if we are going to be streaming on Saturdays. Like Saturday by Saturday. We'll play it by year. But definitely Sundays, we're back. So make sure you're following my Discord, which is in the channel somewhere down below. And I'll come up with something to play. Maybe we do play Marvel Snap. I haven't played Snap in a while. Maybe playing another week of it could be fun. Or totally infuriating. One of the two. People keep telling me to just play what I like, and I don't really know what I like right now, so I'm just kind of experimenting playing stuff. But with that said, have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you guys on Sunday, definitely, maybe Saturday.